Hey, it's Pete's Dude, man. We are finally going to do the Leviathan DLC. You can do this DLC at, like, any time. But there are three main reasons I'm doing it right now. One is that it's pretty difficult. So I wanted to wait till I was, feeling pretty confident in my skills. Especially if you want to run the whole thing down, because you can do it in, like, 3 chunks. But I like to do, my DLC packs all in one run. Number 2, the DLC pack is going to feature Banshees, and I didn't want to do it before we met Banshees. Number 3, if you go back to the Citadel a second time, after doing all the stuff in the Citadel, there's a guy who will talk to you about Leviathan stuff, even if you haven't done the Leviathan DLC, so then it's really confusing, because that's what happened on my practice run. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck is a Leviathan?
And so that's why I think this is kind of the perfect time. After Samara's mission, so that you know what Banshees are, and before going in the Citadel, so you know what everyone's talking about when they're talking about Leviathan.
I'm Commander Shepard.
So I'm gonna
We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And
You're just going to play Skyrim?
Did you gather the Leviathan data for us?
until I can play Mass Effect.
Alright, so this guy's got a lead on something interesting for us. Leviathan was actually the first Mass Effect 3 DLC pack to be released. Before Omega.
What's your
Also,
assignment?
I really like how they
Our mandate is to investigate
incorporate,
legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war.
Yeah, I like this guy. This guy
Now, with new information
is
we've
just
uncovered,
like
a breakthrough's near.
pretty much a Reaper
Hadley, you have
specialist.
the data.
He just...
He's a paranormal, like, investigator
No.
or something.
Wait, what? Whoa! Shit! I was just... God, stop!
What happens if you don't do that?
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
What? The fuck just happened?
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine.
But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
Yeah, they were investigating Reapers.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Sort of.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
Yeah, I want to know more about that.
Some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're laughing at this, huh?
I'm laughing at inappropriate time. I'm watching a silly dog
Turn
video.
back.
What are
Sorry,
you
guys.
talking about?
I'm not that
Darkness
disturbed.
cannot be breached.
Oh, God. What is going on?
Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Okay, maybe this will get us the answers we need.
You have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed.
Oh, wow.
I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed a Reaper in the first place?
Something killed
Exactly.
a Reaper by itself.
That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
Whoa. This could be something big.
There
A
is
weapon,
also
something that can
follow-up
beat
message
this
from
thing, a
few weeks
creature.
later.
Admiral, the Reapers are
Yeah.
shadowing my field teams
Sorry
as if
to
they're
interrupt,
hunting
but
Leviathan
this is
themselves.
what I'm laughing at.
Whatever
You're
it
looking at
is,
a silly
I believe
dog.
Leviathan
You want me to
is
watch it
nothing
right
less
now?
than a
No,
Reaper
I'm gonna
killer.
explain it.
Okay.
Almost an apex
It's
Hey, can you
Yes.
explain it
It
when,
has
when
the
there's not
most.
dialogue going on?
If we could just find
Okay.
it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Yeah. I don't even know what I want to say here. It sounds like both.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet, given the state of this
What's
conflict,
my problem with this
I
game?
believe
There
the
was so many,
saying,
like, either
the
or
enemy of
decisions
my
in
enemy
parts,
is my
and
friend,
there wasn't enough, like,
may be relevant.
decisions.
Yeah.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Okay, so now I'll go around and play detective. Tell me about your silly dog.
Okay, so this
This
guy
must be
comes
the
home
artifact
and
the
finds his
assistant
trash
mentioned.
completely destroyed.
And here's the
He has
log.
3 dogs.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Bryson,
He
it's Garneau.
videotapes and he's like,
sending you
we
an
have a few
artifact I found.
options. We
the
have
only
this
thing I
dog
found
or
there,
this
in
dog.
fact.
The 2 dogs
it's
just seem really
nothing
happy that he's home and stuff.
I swear
And then there's
Leviathan came
the
through
third
here.
dog. He's in the corner on his
I'm gonna
bed
crush
with
some
the
numbers.
trash can lid
Burn off the
stuck
rest
on
of this
his
Project
bed.
Travel
Uh-huh.
allowance.
And he's like, can
Maybe
you
I
tell
can
me
project our Reaper
what
camera's
happened?
movements.
And his dog's just like trying
check
to
in
not
when I get
act
to the next
guilty or anything.
Appears to be our best lead
Just
to
check out
track
the picture.
Leviathan,
Video.
but
I
he
see
does
it.
not state a
It's like our
destination.
picture.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's
That's why I was
path.
laughing.
And crunching numbers.
I tend to laugh at really.
He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan.
Okay.
It may help us locate Garneau.
So we need to figure out where Garneau went.
Does
Here's
this tell
all
us
the
where Garneau
possible
went?
systems.
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Alright. What is this thing? Is this a husk head on a... Is it staring at me? God, Jesus!
That was really fun to play with.
I like Shiver's just looking at it. Oh, what? Okay, great. So what's this, Edie?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Oh,
Just
so
like
possible
Bryson's
indoctrinated related murders? Like
Think
this one
Garneau was
just
following
happened?
a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Wow, man, look at all this stuff. This guy really had this place set up. What's this?
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
So basically what we do around here is we're playing a little bit detective. I mean, really all it is we're exploring this whole laboratory, finding things that might be relevant to finding Leviathan, then coming back to the galaxy map, putting on all the filters, and then, there we go. That's how we find out what galaxy Garneau went to. So it's more than anything just exploring this lab.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands,
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, that sounds like good information, but we need to find that log information.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
That's like the vital one. What, a Sovereign fragment? Is this a piece from Sovereign? Whoa!
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Oh, that's funny that he talks about it like that, too. We can use the shuttle and leave at any time, but we're not going to. Let's see here. What do we got here?
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence.
That's right. When we were helping out the Rachni, we figured out that they were probably indoctrinated during the Rachni Wars.
What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find
So
data
wait,
on the movement of
Bryson
ancient Rachni
thinks
ships,
that it
may
actually
help
wasn't the
narrow our search.
Reapers that influenced the Rachni, but the Leviathan? That's interesting.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Okay.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Oh.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
Oh. Oh well. Good guess. The Thorian. Oh man, that thing. Wow. That's another trip down memory lane. What's this?
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Huh. That makes sense, I guess.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Okay. Well, what else can we find here? What's this? Rocks.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Okay.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding it now.
Okay. So why not? Narrow things down as much as we possibly can. SMG recoil system? I wonder what that does. That sounds fancy. What else we have? We already took a look at the picture. So I guess now we go upstairs. Hey, another picture. Oh look, we were on to something. Got a cutscene.
Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Aha!
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
All right, well, let's make sure we've examined everything else first.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of
Ooh, this ought to be good.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least. And its
Also, you have no
technology
idea how
outstrips
much
anything
I
on the
appreciate
Council.
these store in the mode
Our
says
scientists
which
work day
laboratory.
and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
So the Batarians took in a bunch of Reaper tech and were studying it. That sounds dangerous.
That sounds like a case of indoctrination.
Well, it doesn't matter too much. Batarians were attacked straight out of the gate by the Reapers, so they're pretty much wiped out. There are not very many Batarians left. I thought there was one more filter we could get. There's something on my mind, but... Well... Yeah, we're missing like two things. Because these should all be filled. How did I miss something? Because I know there's like a filter for Prothean sightings. Wait, what? Oh, it's a plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster?
It's not even a
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Where's this other stuff? I know there's other things. How did I miss it? Yeah, there's a couple things that I'm thinking about right at the top of my head where it's like I should be seeing this and I'm not. Well, in any case, let's use this encrypted data. Oh, that's one of them that we're missing.
Analyzing
But there
data.
should also be, like I said, a
These
Prothean
movements do
thing.
not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so.
This is the most important filter. I think it's pretty much the one you need. But like I said, there's one thing I'm thinking of. I know there's another filter for Prothean activities. There's supposed to be some sort of Prothean artifact that we can look at that will give us that filter. and that there's also, like, we can take a look at, like, the ships that they were using, but I am not seeing either of those things. So I don't think they're outside, but I'm checking just to be sure. Because I think we need all the filters in order to narrow it down to one location where they could possibly be. Damn it, where is it? You know, let's give it a shot, I guess.
Reaper activity?
Based on the search results, Garno is in one of these 5 systems.
Let's see if we can narrow
I
it
have
down.
marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Let's see here. Let's add locations with ESO.
Element 0 deposits.
Now that it could be in one of 3 possible systems. What about areas with mysterious creature sightings?
Alien sightings.
We have a match, marking the galaxy.
So now,
Good.
that's
go
got to
find
be
Garno.
where he is. So yeah, because I remember there's a few things that are irrelevant, and the Prothean, like, stuff is one of the irrelevant ones, but I still wanted to find it. Is this where it was? God damn it!
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins
Is that
or
a
artifacts?
Krogan head?
Of course.
Anyways, there. Ha! I got all the filters. What now? Doesn't even matter.
Prothean artifacts.
Can you go back to the Krogan head?
Yeah, one sec.
No results.
Oh, it's a stone Krogan.
Parameters may
Oh,
be
yeah, it's not a
irrelevant.
real one.
They meant like you decapitated Krogan.
No. Alright, so now we're going to go back onto the Normandy. And, now we're going to go search for Garneau. That'll be on the next episode. So, I will see you guys then. Bye!